Welcome everyone, this is Zozo Stock Watch, and this is your stock watch list for Monday, August 28th. Before we get into the watch list, let's just take a quick look at the SPY. You see we're having trouble here at this 245, 246 spot. You see that resistance line on top. Watch this 240 this week, okay? Let's keep an eye on the 242, 240 area for the SPY. Let's go ahead and get going into the stocks to watch. First one up is this AAN and Aaron's rental and leasing services, and keep your eye on this high from Monday of 44.39. If this one can get back over 44.50, we might get a continuation move. Chart is flagging out nicely here. We are below the fast moving averages, but if we can retake 44.50, 45, this AAN could get interesting after the gap up on the earnings there. ABIL, nice pop on Friday. Looking for this break of $1.25 or an intraday setup, communication and equipment. APPN, this one, I'm sorry, APPN, excuse me, APPN. This one is a recent IPO, and you see we're coming up to this 22 resistance line here. So if we can get up over that, we might get a continuation move in APPN, so keep your eye on this one. Boyd Gaming, BYD, you see it's up at this resistance line here, maybe over 2650, 2655, 2660, in that area. BYD might get going. You see it's been holding above the 50 SMA on this daily chart I'm showing you. CGG, this one had a nice pop on Friday, so we're looking for that maybe 675 break. Low volume stock though, 59,000, but did pop. Maybe more volume will come in to the name CGG. Next up we have Cliff Natural Resources, and looking for the $8 break on CLF. DSX, shipping name, and a nice candle on Friday, 1.1 million shares traded. The high on Friday was 426, so if we can get back over 428, we do have a some resistance here at 439, so just keep that in mind on that one. ENR, unfortunately, because of the hurricane in Texas, Hurricane Harvey, there is just a tremendous amount of flooding going on. Power is out. I'm very sorry for those people there. Our thoughts and prayers go out. And guys, give to the Salvation Army or the group in the area. Please donate for the people in Houston and in Texas. Let's see. It has a high on Friday, 44.77. So this one might get some interest on Monday. FOLD, looking for this to take out, this resistance area here. The high Friday was 1324, so 1330 might be enough. It closed at 1310, so even 1327, this FOLD might get going. GNRC, unfortunately, once again, we could get a play in this GNRC generators. You see the volume that's been coming into the name because of the hurricane, so keep your eye on this one on an intraday basis for possible trades. GoPro, this one popped all the way up to 944, but closed at 913. So I'll keep this on an intraday watch for GoPro. Seems to be back above the 200 SMA here, trying to get above the 10 SMA on the daily chart. So keep your eye on GoPro. Groupon, GRPN, looks like, maybe 410, 412 would be enough in this name to maybe break it out of this consolidation. So Groupon might be interesting. HMNY, going to be a lot of eyes on this one. For the high a day break from Friday was 374. So watch 375. Could try to maybe get into it at 365, depending how it sets up on an intraday chart for HMNY. LLY, also kind of, this one broke out of a consolidation flag here. After earnings, it gapped up. So looks like it may want to make a continuation move. Keep your eye on this one, 1.4 million. MOSY has been getting some volume, almost 3 million shares Friday. You see it battling this 50 SMA here on the daily chart, the blue line right here. I would wait for it to get up over that 137, which is the 50 SMA. So maybe 140 will be enough for this MOSY. MSDI had a big pop on Friday. Off the top of my head, I forget the news, but it did have a big pop on Friday, so keep your eye on this one for possible continuation move, or maybe a red to green type of move. NADL volume came in on Friday, popped it, so watch this one on an intraday basis. NAK, we've been talking about this one since it's like $1.50, I believe, in previous videos. It has continued up. Let's see if this one has any more spunk in it. It's above all the moving averages now, and it's above the 200 SMA. So that's a play on industrial metals, gold, and things like that on NAK. NDAQ coming up to the 76 area, so keep your eye on this NDAQ if it can take out 76. OLII, looking for this one to take out $44, a discount store, and if we can get back over the resistance here of 44, we could get a continuation move. PACB, this one coming up against the 200 SMA, not a favorite, but we'll see if this one can set up intraday. 1.1 million shares Friday. It looks like it may want to try to take out this 200 SMA. It failed before, but this looks like a better candle this time. So we'll see on that one. PBMD starting to turn up here. 490,000 shares traded. The high for Friday was $1.65. So watch this one if it can take out $1.65, and then you do have natural resistance at $1.75. Mostly day trading stock. PEN could be a possible swing trade in the gaming sector, resorts, casinos. Looking for this one maybe to take out 2110, and then maybe it gets up through this resistance line here on Penn National Gaming. PRIM is a play on Harvey. Once again, you see the volume that came in on Friday. Primrose Services, Engineering, and Construction, and this got a big pop on Friday, so this might be hurricane play. RTNB, intraday play only, and do not marry this stock. If you have any type of gains, take it into pops. You see it pops, drops, pulls back. So any day trade you take on this, just take the pop and get away from it so you don't get stuck in a halt. RWLK, 700,000, over 700,000 shares. Let's see if it can take out $1.75 and maybe give us a continuation move on RWLK. SALT, nice candle on Friday, 1.3 million shares. Watch it, the next logical number here for resistance is that 850 number. Let's see if maybe it wants to do a red to green or something like that on SALT. You see it's been climbing up and riding the 5 EMA and 10 SMA here, the light blue line. SBUX starting to turn back up here, and the high Friday was 54.69. It's above the 10. It's back above the 20. Let's see if they want to maybe fill this gap back here, or at least maybe push it back up to the 50 SMA on Starbucks. SEDG, this one looks nice as far as the solars go. Looking for that 27 break, 27.20, so maybe 27.15 is enough to get SEDG going, and we'll just take a quick look at FSLR. See if this one can get back over 48 for the solars FSLR, and like I said, SEDG looks good too, so keep your eye on those. SGMO bio name, I spoke about this one in previous videos. Now it's trying to maybe take out this 11 spot on SGMO, 1.2 million shares Friday. SGMS, this is a gaming stock. You see it's been holding around this 34 spot. Needs to get back over 35.15 or so to get back over the 20 SMA. So keep your eye on that one. SPWH, starting to turn back up. Not a favorite. It's below the 50 and whatnot, but we'll see if this one has any kind of a play in it for Monday or during the week. WKHS, this one turning back up. They make the electric truck, I believe. and see if this one has any kind of movement in it. Volume a little bit low on Friday, but the high on Friday on the name was $3.34. WPRT looking to come out of this flag pattern here, maybe over 236. 2 million shares on WPRT on Friday, so watch that 236 spot. Steel, let's see if X can get back over 25.10 and maybe give us a continuation move on US Steel. Next up we have XCO oil name, trying to get back over the 50 SMA. Had a high of 235 but pulled back from there, so maybe back over 205. Let's look and see. The 50 SMA is 218, so if you want to wait for it to take out 220, that might be more advantageous to let it take out the 50 SMA. You see it's been riding that down, so keep your eye on that one. XPO, nice pop. And this one had a high Friday of 58.70, so 58.75 might give this one a continuation move. XXII, you see this consolidation kind of flagging here. Needs to get back over that 236, 237 spot for XXII. And last, Yelp. Want this one to get back over 43, maybe 42.55 if you want to try it a little bit earlier, but you do want that break of 43 on YELP. Let's go ahead and take a look at the overnight futures for Sunday. So for your futures for the overnight tonight, we have the Dow futures down about 12. It's about 6:24 my time, so it's early in the evening. Then we have the S&P futures down about 3, the NASDAQ futures down about 10 for the futures in your overnight early part of the session. For your market wrap, let's go ahead and take a look at the stocks that were top gainers for Friday. DMTX, ADMS, XOMA, RGSE, PSTG, BECN, SPLK, Urban, and Dell. For your losers, we had ACET, VEEV, GME, Ulta, Hertz, BZUN. You might want to watch this BZUN for a continuation for a short. By the way, I didn't have that on my watch list, but I have it written down over here. So watch this BZUN, further continuation, further weakness. SQNS was another one that was down. As far as the options call activity, unusual options activity, for that we had AABA, ALLY, AMBA, AMBA, Cliff, CLF, DKS, JCI, Starbucks, and TSCO and Urban. So they all had unusual call activity to the put side. We had that GG, HPE, Hertz, KMX, NUS, and TAHO, and that's for your unusual put activity. So in case you missed my other video, let's get ready for the week ahead. I'll just go over the Monday earnings for you. Let's take a look at Monday earnings, and before the bell, whoops, I'm on the wrong calendar. Let me go to the 28th. Sorry about that. Let's go to the 28th. Okay, so for August 28th, we have SXI before the bell, and after the bell, CTLT, NOAH, PRXL, and PSEC. Those are some of the earnings after the bell. As you can see here, 8:30 we have international trade goods, so nothing major as far as economic information. 7:30 p.m. though, you do have Japanese unemployment. The big thing to watch for coming towards the end of the week is the employment situation, non-farm payroll situation. That's Friday at 8:30 a.m. But more on that as we get closer to it. As far as something that you guys should use in your toolbox, Biopharma Catalyst. You could probably find them on Twitter, or you can type that in and you can get like a week in review. You see the news here on ADMS, PRTK. This one is possible takeover, trying to sell itself, and that exploded up. rare, and you see, you can get like a little summary here of news and information. And then here's another one that talked about DMTX soared up into the close 150%. News that hit, it will be acquired by XXII Incorporated. So then here's news on ONCE. So nice little letter that goes out each night. So check that out, Biopharma Catalyst. I don't get anything for it. It's actually free. So just wanted to point that out to you. I think it's a good tool. Let me go ahead and show you some news that came out over the weekend real fast. And let's see, we had here we go, we'll start here. So let me bring this up. IMMY COO resigns. Next up, we had this Trump aide Sebastian Gorka resigned from the White House. We had the Barron's cover. I don't know if this will open. Let me see if that'll open for you. Live TV. Yeah, so Barron's had, here's their cover. Is it time to dump U.S. stocks? That was on the cover of Barron's. So that's Barron's. Next up, Barron's believes SLG, the stock is undervalued. VNO believes the stock is undervalued. Barron's cover piece on BA, OA, LMT, VSAT talks about rising competition from private markets. Medtronics, Barron's believe the stock has further to rally. And let's see, Intel, Barron's sees rebound in network chip maker on Intel. Let's see, PayPal, despite shares being nearly up 52% already in 2017, Barron's sees potential for the stock to rally another 16%. So positive comments in Barron's on the PayPal. Top insider purchases. MG director purchased 5K RVP. CEO purchased 1 million shares on RVP. DAL director purchased 6K. SITO director purchased over 68,000. AAT CEO purchased over 9,000. Let's see, what else is there? Any others? LOV director purchased 450,000 shares at $1.29. MRIN 10% owner ESW purchased over 400,000 shares at $1.10. Some syndicate news. CDNA filed Form S1, CDOR Form S3. And then GMRE Form 8K, RED Read filed Form S1, SSW filed F3, TRCH filed Form S3 mixed security shelf. So that's some of your syndicate news that came out on Friday, and we'll just go right back to these top insider purchases so you can see that if you're interested. All right, so that's pretty much it for tonight for the Sunday night stocks to watch. Each night I do a stocks to watch list, so be on the lookout for that. I also did a video that I released on Saturday. Let's get ready for the week ahead, where we go into more of the charts of the indices and things like that. Good trading for the week ahead. You'll see me out with a video on for Monday night for Tuesday. Thank you all for listening and supporting the channel. Hit that like button, hit the retweet button if you're on Twitter, put it out on Facebook, hit the subscribe button if you're a new subscriber. Thank you so much. This has been Zozo Stock Watch, and that's your stocks to watch. Thank you very much.